Hello and welcome to the Viking Mechanical Oil Kings Report. I'm Jordan Greenlee. The Oil Kings are off onto the road now to continue their series with Kootenay, but things have started off quite well. I'm here with Oil Kings GM Bob Green. Bob, talk about your thoughts on how things went here. A great first weekend here at Rexall.
It was good, but it was close. I mean, honestly, both games could have gone either way. Kootenay played as we expected. They're a tough team to play against. They don't give you much, and they came at us physically. And I thought our guys did a good job of weathering the storm. And yesterday, Nathan Lewin was excellent, and it was tough, but we found a way to get a couple by him. And Lauren Broussard on our end of the rink made some timely saves as well to hold the game for us.
He played incredible. Talk about him in the development process for him. I mean, backup last year, and he has kind of taken over the starting role this year and really ran with it. I mean, some guys could have an up and down year, and he's been really consistent.
Yeah, he has been. He got a lot of work, and but it's something we wanted to give him. I mean, he's the guy, so we wanted to make sure he was ready for the playoffs, had enough games, and Dustin Schwartz done a great job with Lauren and Tristan Jerry as well. He's worked hard with both of them this year, trying to get that consistency out of their games, and so it's a lot of the credit has to go to him too.
Everybody steps up come playoff time, but one of the guys that really impressed me over the weekend was Curtis Lazar, a young kid that stepped in and made some really big plays in those first two games.
Yeah, Curtis has a history of playing well in big games, and he just loves to play the game so much. And I think the more pressure that's on, not only him but on the team, playoff situations, I think he thrives on that stuff. And he's really responded well, and it's been good for us. And it was nice to see yesterday as well. Tyler Maxwell, Michael St. Croix got going a little bit yesterday, which is good. And we got to get everybody going at the same time if we're going to have any success. So it's going to be a process for us, but so far so good.
Talk about those adjustments. I mean, talking to Coach Hamilton and even Coach Laxdal, one of the biggest adjustments that the team's going to have to make is you're going to run into those physical teams that are going to try and push you around a little bit and a little bit of a challenge during the regular season, but the team, like you said, seemed to weather the storm over the weekend here.
Yeah, it's not the first time for us. I think that's a book on us, is that you got to try to slow us down, and you do that by being physical and make sure you finish your checks, and you try to get us out of our rhythm a little bit. And so we're used to it, really. I mean, we went through 72 games with that, and everybody tried it, and we survived that okay, and this will be no different. I mean, Kootenay comes at you physically, but they defend really well. They've got 5 guys above the puck all the time, and their defense do a great job of standing up at the blue line, so they kind of force you to dump the puck in. And so those are some of the things that we have to adjust to as well. But, we just have to be patient and stick to our plan and make sure we're taking care of our own end of the rink and not giving up any easy ones and make the best of our opportunities when we do get them.
What were your thoughts on the crowds in here? There was a pretty good turnout over the weekend, and the support is starting to build, which is, I'm sure, great for you to see come playoff time here.
Yeah, I mean, the numbers were really good. Probably exceeding what we expected maybe for the first round, but I think more importantly, I thought the atmosphere was really good. You could sense yesterday in the third period a little bit of tenseness in the crowd, and it was a tight game, and not sure if we're going to score or not. And then when we did score, they exploded, so the atmosphere is great. Hopefully we get more and more people as we progress here, but the atmosphere is really good. I know our kids appreciate it a lot.
For sure. Well, let's talk about some of the other things that are going on in the league. I know you're keeping your eyes on a little bit of some of the other series. Talk about your thoughts on where things are at here early and some of the series that you're keeping an eye on right now.
I've been watching mostly the series in the East here with Brandon beating Calgary yesterday and Regina and Moose Jaw. I mean, Regina played a great first game, and then Moose Jaw woke up a little bit, I guess, and gave it to him pretty good the second game. But you know what? For those visiting teams to come in and get a split, the first 2 games is key. And I know in Regina especially, that's such a good rivalry that the crowd will be waiting for Moose Jaw when they get there, and that's going to be a great game tomorrow night.
How exciting is this for you to spend those extra hours and be glued to those other series and be part of this playoff atmosphere? I mean, in the past it's been a first round or a close first series, but right now you're one of the players and keeping an eye on things and being a part of this whole experience. What's it like?
Well, we just got to work at making sure we're still a player a week from now, and so our coaches and our players are doing a good job of that. I like to sneak around the other series a little bit and see what's going on, while watching ours, of course. But it's just a fun time of year. You spend so much time in the rink during the winter, and you watch the regular season unfold a little bit, and then you watch teams progress or maybe digress a little bit. And then when you get this time of year, it's amazing how things change, almost overnight, really. And it's a new season, as the old cliche is, but it's true, and it's just a lot of fun.
Excellent, Bob. Thanks a lot for doing this and joining us here today.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Well, if a Game 5 is necessary, it'll be here at Rexall Place next Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock. But the Oil Kings are continuing their series with the Kootenay Ice and continuing to make that playoff push. Come out here and support them here at Rexall Place as the playoffs continue. If you'd like any more information on the team, of course, you can visit oilkings.ca. That'll do it for the Viking Mechanical Oil Kings Report. I'm Jordan Greenlee.
Mitch, growing up, what was your favorite hockey team to watch?
Oilers.
And why?
I was born here and was always an Oilers fan.
Favorite NHL player growing up and why?
Ryan Smith, he was a heart and soul guy, and just always look up to him.
Favorite WHL city to visit and why?
Calgary, just because got all my family and friends there to watch.
Toughest place to play on the road in the WHL and why?
Probably Saskatoon. They have lots of intense fans and they're pretty passionate about their team.
Favorite memory so far of your hockey career?
Winning the U16 Challenge Cup.
Viking Mechanical's Oil Kings Report on Shaw is brought to you by Viking Mechanical. Plumbing, heating, gas fittings. For information, call 780-PLUMBER. That's 780-758-6237.